Hey guys, Howard Cook here. I'm your instructor for FINE1810, the online version. I'm really excited about teaching the class again this time. This is the second time that I've taught this class online. I've been teaching the class for, I think, 14 years now, something like that. So I pretty much know exactly what to do. And having gone through this already once online, I have some pretty good ideas of what works and what doesn't work. Don't be afraid of digging in and doing this self-guided learning. It actually can be really rewarding. I have a lot of experience with it myself. In fact, I've done a master's degree in film, actually, in an online course. So I really understand the kind of apprehensions and issues and concerns that you may have about learning online. Rest assured, I'm here to help you learn. I've provided you with a ton of information, and really in the end, this course is not too different than the one that's in class. In fact, you'll be using the same content in Canvas, you'll be using the same content on my blog, The Animated Professor, and you'll be working through the same assignments at the same time. The only difference is that I'm not going to be able to just walk around the classroom and kind of see what you're doing and tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, why don't you try this or try that? That's where that self-guided bit comes in. You're going to have to be really proactive about being in the moment with this class. I suggest that you set aside a time each week, probably about 5 hours. Maybe you do 2.5 hours on Monday and 2.5 hours on Wednesday. But either way, whatever you do, schedule that time so that you can get in there and spend time with the class, spend time with doing the work and getting through the assignments and participating in the class in a way that helps you to work through that class. The students that are the least successful in this class are the ones that don't do that. They don't take the time. They don't work in a disciplined way to be proactive about their own learning in this online environment. We're going to learn a lot, we're going to have a lot of fun, and there's going to be ample opportunity to touch base with me, both online in our Zoom, which is something like Skype kind of thing, our Zoom check-ins, which you're required to do at least one per week, and I'm going to offer a couple of different times. Or it's my hope that I'm going to be able to run an online, it's my hope that I'm going to be able to run an in-class check-in that'll go for 2.5 hours or so sometime during the week. More on that later as soon as I get that worked out. But I'm going to give you plenty of time to tap into me, to tap into my 30 plus years of knowledge, and to tap into your peers at the DAC. Now, there's a couple of things that you're going to need to do. You're going to need to obviously have a computer. You're going to want to have a computer at home to be able to handle Photoshop, Illustrator, and Premiere Pro. So it's got to have a little bit of guts to it. It doesn't have to be overwhelmingly powerful, but it's got to have some guts to it. You're going to need that software. So you're going to want to go to adobe.com and download the software. You can lease that software for, I think the student price is $19.99 a month for the entire Adobe Creative Suite. So you're going to want to go and check that out and get that software because that's going to be an integral part of what we do in this class. You're also going to need a graphics tablet. I suggest that you look at the Wacom tablets, Wacom.com. They have a wide range of pricing and of tablet styles and sizes. The very basic tablet that they have, the Bamboo, is going to be absolutely fine and will work well. Now, if you don't want to buy a tablet, you don't have a computer, all of that can be provided for you as a DAC student. Up on the 8th floor of the CU building, the DAC has some really powerful and very awesome labs, which are there for you to use at any time, as long as the labs are open, as long as a lab monitor is there. In those labs, you're going to find really powerful tools, and you're going to find all of the software and most importantly, all of the peer help that you need to be able to get through these assignments. So don't be afraid to go up and use those tools. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to engage with both the upperclassmen and your peers at the freshman level or the entry level to work through these assignments, to work through these problems, and to learn. It's really important to understand that the DAC and all the classes that we do, not just these online classes, but the in-classroom classes too, are all inquiry-based and all self-guided. So you're really not at a disadvantage to doing the class online unless you don't spend the time doing the work. Please do that. I really have to stress that. Those students that have been the least successful at this class online are the ones that didn't take the time to schedule themselves and do the work. Just keep that in mind. So, how do we work through the course? Well, we're going to be using this format. This is Canvas, and sorry for the plane flying over. I'm actually very close to the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs. So if I do these video chats outside and these lectures outside, it's likely you're going to hear that, or you're going to hear my dog, or you're going to hear kids in the background, something like that. So, but that's just part of the deal. And gosh, I really like being outside to do this kind of stuff. So, but anyway, back to the important things. We're going to be using Canvas, the online learning module for the university, which you're in now. And what I'd like you to do is read through this first page and start working through the modules that I've provided. This class unfolds itself using learning modules, each which builds upon the next. Or the previous, sorry, each builds upon the previous. And I'll unlock those over time. And everything that you need and everything that you should learn and all of the assignments will be revealed through those modules and working through those modules. So it's very orderly, it's very process oriented, and your job is just to work one module to the next. And each module will take you to the content that you need or take you to the assignment that you need and provide you with the information that you need to be able to complete the assignments in a successful way. Let's see, what else? So the first thing to do is you've got some assignments this week to work through, to go through the syllabus, to go through the introducing yourself to me and to your fellow students. And those are the first modules that you need to get through before you can start on the actual work for the class. So I think that's probably about all that I want to cover. Most importantly is that I'll be providing you with announcements. Make sure that you pay attention to your email, because that's the way that we communicate. I'll write an announcement inside of Canvas, and that'll be sent to you through your CU email address. So you've got to be very diligent about checking your email, because that's our principal form of communication. But look for announcements to come through email. Those will give you instruction as to how to sign up for the online check-ins, what's possible in terms of in-person meetings, announcements, adjustments to the schedule and to the assignments, because I'm always constantly fine-tuning these things to make it better for you. So that's the way you need to pay attention, and you need to be very diligent about checking that in order to be successful in this class. So without further ado, jump in, start figuring out what this class is about, and start looking through both the Canvas and the Animated Professor and work through those first couple of assignments that I've provided you. I'm really looking forward to having you in class. I'm looking forward to meeting you in person, and I'm looking forward to working with you over the course of the next 4 years. All right, have a good day. Cheers.